Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing a classic figure to you. A figure that I never had before, but I have him now. It is the Blade. Well, it's the old Toy Biz movie Blade Deacon Frost action figure. So let's check this classic guy out, huh? Shall we? So up close in the packaging, you can see him. See the accessories that he comes with. You see the Deacon Frost Lamagua down there. You see the choking hazard. You know, like I said, the accessories, the figure. You see the movie Blade logo with the Wesley Snipes face. You know, that's how things rolled back then. And on the back of the packaging, you see the instructions on how to, put them on. And also a read up. You don't really get this much with figures anymore. Armed with his vampiric powers, his dark knowledge, and his undead hordes, Deacon Frost has special plans for Blade the Vampire Hunter. Rising through the ranks of the vampire underworld, Frost has left a bloody trail of deceit and death in his wake, more ruthless and ingenious than any of, I guess, his advanced rivals. Sorry, but the person who shipped this to me, the packaging was damaged. So anyway, Frost has found a way to bring about the second coming of the vampire god and the end of something. Rule on Earth, only Blade stands between Frost and eternal night. Very nice. And you got a picture of Deacon Frost back there, while the actor who played him, and Deacon Frost. Yep, and that's about it for the. Oh no, it's not. And collect other Toy Biz figures. I do have I have that Whistler, but I got him loose, so I didn't get the Whistler with any of his accessories, which is unfortunate. I do have that Blade figure there, the original one, but I like my customized one better. And then there's another Blade figure that I never got. So that's about it for the packaging. And I guess let's get into Mr. Deacon Frost here as we further this review. Stay tuned. All right, you guys. So I got some Blade family in here. I got Blade, of course, as you can see. Deacon in the front because he's the one I'm reviewing, and I have a guy over there that looks like a vampire, but just some random guy. And I have an even older figure back there, Michael Morbius, the living vampire, and I got the beautiful vampiress herself, Liseth, and I got Whistler on the far right over there. But this review is about Deacon Frost, so. Articulation is not, you ain't really going to get much stiff joints, but he does have a full 360 turn in the wrist and 360 turn in his arm and 360 turn in his head. Nothing in the waist. Legs, not really much. He does have a single bend at the knee. No upper thigh cut, not like that, because like I said, there's no the figure. He does have a full 360 turn in his waist. And that's about it. No, and up and down hinge in his feet, but that's pretty much about it. It's not really anything special with this Deacon Frost figure, but let's get into some of his accessories. So one of the first accessories, as you can see here, which is a very interesting one, to say the least. A lot of these accessories here are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Silly. I mean, that's not exactly the word I'm looking for, but it's very, well, I mean, this is a very old figure, so, accessories back then weren't, what they really are now. But I still do appreciate the accessories. For me, as me being a collector, even though that this is an older figure, and even though that he's not the ideal height, I don't know if Marvel Legends is ever going to release another Deacon Frost action figure. Marvel Legends not too long ago released a Blade action figure that I didn't really want to get. I didn't really find it interesting. His shades wasn't removable. He came with 2 head sculpts, the kind of Wesley Snipes head sculpt with the hair, and then the bald version, which a lot of people like the bald-headed Blade. Me personally, I don't. I prefer the Blade with, well, I have my own Wesley Snipes Blade that I still have from back in the day, which is the Marvel Legends Toy Biz, as you can see back there in the background. And I did review that figure, and he's a little bit customized. But seeing as how I don't know if we're ever going to get a Deacon Frost action figure, I guess I am glad to add him to my collection. And he kind of scales well. I don't want to say he scales well with Blade. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a side by side. But he scales well with most of the figures from this line. He scales well with the Whistler. And he also scales well with that vampire guy that I have back there. And probably with the first Blade in this action figure line that he comes from, he probably would scale well with him too. He's in my shelf somewhere. I just don't want to go looking for him, so sorry on that front. But let's dive a little bit more into his silly accessories. So the next accessory we have here is this Lamagra head, and you just plop it down like so, and now he is in his with that sticking out in the back. But yeah, this was toys back then, folks. This is what us kids thought was cool back then. So, peekaboo. but yeah, so that's the Lamagra head, and it's something, it's all right. And here's an accessory I probably think is even more sillier than the Lamagra head. At least the Lamagra head fits on his head, but this thing is so loose. Look at this. It's so loose. It's like, he did wear this in the movie though, so I mean, there's that. And also, you can actually lift the helmet up and see his head. So, you have that. But yeah, I think that this is a little silly. And something I just checked out with this Lamagra hand arm, I will give them props for this. With this being an older figure, well, the translucentness in this is nice as well. But the skulls, I didn't catch that at first. Check this out. So you got some, you got some bones in here. You got some skulls, and you got some finger bones going on there, like, so at first I just thought it was just this big, jumbo glop of nonsense like it was in the movie, but actually this looks pretty cool, so I'll give him props on that. And for Deacon Frost's last and final accessory, we have this sword here. He did get into a sword fight with Blade at the end, so this is an appropriate accessory. There's not really much detailing in the sword. It's a little bit up there, but it's just a plain sculpt, so there's that. So would I recommend this figure? No, not really. The reason I got him is because I'm a huge Blade fan. I'm a fan of the movie. I thought he might go pretty well together with my Wesley Snipes Blade. Let's see, so I wanted to see these guys side by side, and yeah, actually I guess he still does go pretty well with my Wesley Snipes Blade. Yeah, so the only way I would recommend this is if you're a huge fan of the movie, and maybe a huge fan of Blade and a huge fan of Deacon Frost too. As a character, I actually did enjoy him quite a bit in that movie. I just thought he was way over the top, but just in the best cheesy kind of way. So I enjoyed him, as a Blade villain. I think that he was one of the best. Well, the best villain in the Blade trilogy, me getting off topic for just a sec, is what was his name in Blade 2 of that villain? Karnak or something, or Omak, or damn, it's been a while since I watched it. But anyway, the Blade 2 villain, I feel that he was the best out of the three. And who would come in number 2 would be a Deacon Frost, because I did enjoy him. And last would be well, a lot of people don't want to talk about Blade 3, and neither do I. So with that being said, this Deacon Frost figure, I think I'm enjoying him for what he is. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, the accessories are pretty silly, but this is a figure I got, like I said, because I'm a huge Blade fan. Definitely a fan of the movie, and definitely a fan of Deacon Frost as a character. I probably like him because he's so damn hilarious in the movie, and I like characters who make me laugh. I just do. And he did a lot of that. So yeah, so this has been me reviewing the classic Toy Biz Marvel Legends Deacon Frost Blade action figure. Until next time, guys, see ya.